Alright guys, and welcome to tonight's Not So Stock Gaming Semi-Pro bracket tournament. We do apologize for the late start. Your matches have just 4 minutes remaining to get themselves started, assuming those are round 1 matches. We will get that bracket posted back into Twitch chat momentarily. Also, if the echo here is too much, guys, we have 2 mics running in one room. We get some duo casting going here. This is myself, Dark Horse, and I'm joined by...
Brick Panther, good to be with you guys tonight.
So again, let us know if we have any kind of sound quality or video quality issues as we progress through tonight's tournament. We'll do our best to get this setup adjusted for you as well as we can. And again, guys, we are sitting in a round 1 lobby here because we are looking at 9line Esports Bravo versus the Champloo. And 9line on the blue side with the Champloo on the purple side here this evening. It's going to be the B matchup in the bracket. Speaking of that bracket, we did not yet get that posted back in Twitch yet, so there it is. Of course, by the time I say this, it's already there.
And here we have that final member of 9line getting into the lobby here. Hopefully be getting into the champion select momentarily, as just waiting for the ready ups from both teams. Again, let us know who you think's gonna win in the Twitch chat. You could hashtag 9line win or hashtag CHMP win or CHMPL.
I don't know, Champloo, I guess it's CHPL as their tag there, so let's go 9LE or CHPL. We got 9line on the blue side and the Champloos on the purple side here this evening. Looking for them to get themselves into champion selection. Alright guys, again, heading into round 1 here. This is a Not So Stock Gaming, it's semi-pro tournament. Again, Twitch chat. Let us know, how is the volume quality here? I see some odd displays as far as our mic pickups are going. So Brick's mic picking up mine a little bit more than I think it probably should
like
be.
we have a first round forfeit from Team 9line. Some good sportsmanship.
Good with that one. So anybody who's not aware of what just happened there, before we got the stream started up, we actually noticed they had a Silver 1 summoner, or not Silver 1, Silver 3, somewhere in the Silver ranking summoner sitting in their lobby, and it is a Gold to Masters tournament. So we took a quick look and realized that was actually a team ranking. They weren't even ranked yet this season in the solo queue, and they tried to tell us, you know what, the rules just say you need to have 10 ranked games played, not 10 ranked games this season. But we accounted for that when we, adjusted our rules coming into the new season here. We do have that rule stating you must maintain an active ranked account, and we have a guideline for what active ranked accounts mean. It means you should be averaging 2 games a week or 8 games a month. Meaning if we see you playing, 8 games one day and then not playing for a month, we're going to be looking at your account a little bit more intensely when people report you as a Smurf. But if you haven't played, those 8 games in a month, and it has been over a month since the new season started, everybody should have had lots of time to get those 10 games in with the general rule there. So it looks like they were going to replace that summoner, but may have been placing them onto an shared account, and one of their summoners says, you know what, I'm not cool with this, and thank you. Thank you for being the honest summoner there, guys. Good luck finding somebody to replace that guy for next week, or getting him ranked this season, getting him into that gold tier. So again, guys, that looks like that was a 9-line surrender in round 1. So we do have a team actually waiting in the wings to get in here. It's going to verify the name of the team that was late to check in this evening, get them hopefully into the slot in place of 9line Esports Bravo. Again, unfortunately, they were not able to participate this evening as they had some roster complications. Again, guys, just looking for the correct buttons to push here. Love is life, life is love, love is something. Is your team still here? It looks like you guys were the first second this evening.
That champion appears to either be in queue or in a champion select or in a game already.
That could be a potential issue for them. We'll see if we have our team properly available. Verifying that they're still going to be available here, hoping we can get this matchup underway. Otherwise, we can swap out to a different matchup, but it looks like they are good to go here. So we will get Love is Life, or Life is Love, or however they've named their team here, and I'm going to verify that just one more moment. Alright, edit this, replace these guys with... Find them in the page, there we go. Triple L Love as their tag. It is Live, Love, Life for the team replacing 9line in the B matchup in the bracket this evening. So again, looking for the right buttons, hitting save. If you guys refresh your tournament pages, that will be showing on the bracket. That is official. They have 10 minutes to get into this lobby. Alright, and if anybody else is having any kind of issues getting their matchup started, needs an admin here this evening, let us know in Twitch chat. Let me know in client, at least until we get into game, when it will become more or less impossible for me to respond to you that way. But again, guys, we're available via Twitch chat. I do my best to monitor our email as well. Clanrain is also monitoring our emails that come in generally. So we are doing our best to stay on top of anything that may occur, getting to you as quickly as possible, trying to guarantee you have a great time this evening. Speaking of a great time, I do believe we have 14 teams participating. That means we will have our secondary bracket tournament, so a total of 8 teams getting some prizes. That's a little bit better than the 50% odds for all of these teams tonight, so good luck to everybody making their way into the semifinals of both of our events tonight. Alright, looks like Live Love Life is coming into the lobby here, just waiting on one more summoner. A really quick load in here for them, so looking forward to this one. Uh-oh, I do see a challenger tier. Hopefully that's a 5v5 ranking. Unfortunately, it looks like we may have to have these guys replace one summoner as well. Oh my, the startup tonight in the streamed match going to be a little bit of hiccupy at time. What do you think, Britt? 2 teams in a row, one with Summoner Turbo, one with the Summoner now too high. We really don't see a lot of challenger solo queue players coming in, at least not into the semi-pro, trying to sneak their way in. We do have a handful of them that do play in the open bracket, but normally those challenger rankings are from 5v5.
That's 2 challenger tier. Oh my.
See if Biakitak is solo queue. No, that will be a team challenger for Biak. So he is all right to play tonight, sitting Diamond 3 in the solo queue. Looks like just Live, Life, Live. Or no, Live, Life, Love, Live. Is
Life, Love, Live,
the only summoner in violation of the rules right now, and he may have to get replaced.
No, what?
Alright, apologize for my silence there, guys, and brick silence as well. I guess we're just looking into what's going on. Look, they are going to be good sports. He was like, you know what? He just didn't realize. They may not have all read the rules. Normally, one person signs your team up. I generally hope you send the rules around to your entire team, but some people aren't as diligent as they could be reading through the exact specifications there. So we do have one solo queue challenger player, but they do have a substitute available, so they will be allowed to play this evening as long as they can get him into this lobby in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, they are just asking for permission to get that sub in.
Looks like we have Vexius being added to the team Live Love Life this evening.
Again, apologizing for the delay in the startup of these games. But of course, we did have forfeit earlier from Team 9line to be replaced by Team Live Love Life, or Life Love Live, or Love Life Live, or what have you, who will be facing off against Team the Shampoo on the red side.
Indeed, just waiting for Vexius to make his way into the lobby here. I apologize. We have Champlu again on the purple side here. They've been here since the very beginning. We did have 9line as their original opponents, but they weren't able to field a valid team this evening, meaning they were replaced with Team Live Love Life. And of course, Live Love Life with also a roster issue here, so they have added a 6th summoner to their roster, just looking for him to make his way into the lobby here, and then we'll be able to get this matchup underway. Alright, we do have Vexius now into the lobby. We have Team Live Love Life, the LLL Love, versus Team The Champlu, that is CHPL. Anybody in Twitch chat there, give us some match predictions. Looking down the rosters here, I'm looking at a pretty good match forming up from the rankings alone here. Looking forward to a great round 1 game, potentially. It looks like Team Live Love Life just making sure they've got their runes and masteries all ready to go before they head into Champions League. They do have 5 more minutes remaining before they need to hit that queue, as it was a late team being added in the bracket due to a forfeit by 9line there. Of course, that is the only way we can add a late check-in team, is if somebody does not show up for their round 1 game. So Live Love Life getting a little bit lucky there. They did make their way into tonight's event. And again, guys, I will get that event link posted back into Twitch chat so everybody can check out the bracket. Alright, Brick, looks like Twitch chat's not going to tell us who wins. What do you think?
Oh, I'm not sure. Well, it's hard to... Well, we do have that Master Division 1 on the red side.
That's going to be their solo queue rating here, and indeed that is going to be a solo queue match player with 207 wins. If I'm not mistaken, Season 5 has been out for maybe 6, almost 8 weeks, potentially. I don't remember the exact date. It started the 21st, 22nd of something. But that's a lot of games to be playing.
So we do see all diamonds on the blue side, as well as, of course, that challenger who I believe is who is platinum in his solo queue.
Nah, Biaki was sitting at Diamond 3 currently.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
So it looks like, yeah, I guess all Diamond rosters, aside from Ryan, sitting in that Masters tier. Oh, I apologize. And Ghetto SNSD Platinum 1 with only 37 ranked games won. Going to be quickly making his way into that Diamond tier, I suspect.
We have the Ready coming out from Live Love Life. Hopefully be getting into that champion select momentarily. Admin is Ready Freddy.
Admins are always ready. I'd say I was born ready, but clearly I was ready before I was born.
Indeed. So, interesting to see what first bands come out tonight.
Looking for everybody to first load in to this champion selection. We'll likely see everybody just popping in as we get that first band come through. And there it is. We have Aurelia as the first band from the blue team.
Aurelia very strong in the top lane. Rengar, followed by Lissandra and Vi. Some very high-powered champions. Not too hard to understand why the teams don't really want to have to face off against these things. You know, Evident probably doing some research into the opposing players ahead of time. Probably some target bans here. We see Jarvan 4 will be the final ban from Live Love Life, and Lee Sin on the red side from the Champleuse. So
wow, those are some really quick bans coming through.
Yeah, both teams pretty aware of what they need to ban and ready and rare to go into this match. Some pretty
There's a lot of junglers being banned out there. There's kind of Aurelia and Lissandra thrown in just for, you know, a little bit of seasoning. A strong top laner, a strong mid, not a top laner as well, I suppose, for the most part from Lissandra now.
Interesting to see if this Riven is first picked.
I believe Riven was actually recently nerfed, unless that patch hasn't quite come through it. I am not actually up to date on my patch notes, but that was the word on the rift, so to speak.
It will be interesting if we do see this Hecarim locked in.
Yeah, we don't see Hecarim played very often. There's a bit of mixed opinions on how Hecarim goes. He can be really strong, really great for your team. He's a bit of a tank, bit of damage, huge utility. But we will see that swapped out for Rek'Sai, potentially Fizz. Yes, Fizz locked in. I hope for the junglers. Fizz has really come into his own in the jungle with the patches coming into Season 5. Also, Graves does get locked in there for the AD carry.
Graves a very strong, very mobile, high burst potential, but also very good DPS with that attack speed increase from his dash. Also very good against other ADCs with that smoke screen obscuring their basic attacks. Just an all-around good ADC. We see Ahri will be locked in. A very mobile AP assassin potential from the Ahri, especially with Ignite.
Yeah, Ahri's a great pick all around, really. She's a strong champion. She is mobile, as you said. She just pushes out huge amounts of damage, and it's hard to stick things to her. Also, Nilly being locked in, another really, really mobile champion. Great poke from her. We'll see where they end up playing. With the current summoner spell showing, I suspect that might be a support Nilly, but we've seen her played a lot more frequently in the jungle lately.
Yeah, if Nidalee is support, they're going to be looking for quite the tanky jungle. And not sure who they're going to pick as ADC to go against this Graves. They could pick a Corki, of course. So Corki, even if he is smokescreen, can always pop Phosphorus Bomb or his ultimates. Those I don't believe are affected by it. So he's still able to get that damage down. Of course, Valkyrie away if needed. We could see a Caitlyn coming out here because of that range that she has, and able to kite away. And if needed, of course, she's got her 90 caliber net. We see Xerath and Kennen locked in here on the red side. Kennen, a very powerful top lane. Definitely, probably pretty effective against Riven, I would say. I've never seen a Kevin and Riven matchup, but
yeah, I really like that
he would counter.
I like that Kennen pick, but I'm not so confident about the Seraph getting picked up there. Seraph into Ahri is going to be a really hard lane for him for most of the matchup. He might. No, I think their range is actually fairly even as far as their pokes. His ultimate, of course, does outrange her. She's really mobile. It's going to be hard for him to land those pokes. And again, the Kennen to Riven matchup in the top lane, I'm not overly familiar with it, but the Kennen is very mobile, capable of dishing out huge amount of damage. It's going to be hard for him to potentially lock him down the way she really needs to dish out the damage she does.
We see a Janna locked in and a Lucian Hovered. That would be a very good bot lane against the Graves. Interesting to see what support the red team picks up. Not a lot of tank on this blue team though. So we'll see if that comes back against them. So probably the Lucian and the Nidalee will switch up and it will be a Nidalee jungle.
Ryan's figured out the secret. Blitzcrank and Bard secretly just risking adding a third circle into the Blitz base.
Kinda neat.
Wondering what we're going to have Ryan locking in here. This is a little bit too fast to do randomization, just the click speed there. Going for a little bit of everything. Unfortunately, you must pick one champion to play on the Rift this match. Just one, Ryan. Just one. Again, guys, we have that blue team lineup finalized, and as Brick said, really lacking tank there. They're going to be looking to close this game out in under 30 minutes, if at all possible. However, purple side also opting for no tanks on their team. We could see a game of picks, a game of pokes, and a game of like really nasty catches. These guys, if they can group 3s, 5s, get 1 or 2 people against them, they're going to be able to dish out huge amounts of damage. It's all going to be about the evasion here in this game.
Indeed. Probably going to see a lot of risky plays, especially with that Fizz jungle. Be interesting to see how the Nidalee works. That, of course, if she potentially tries to do some counter jungling, or if Fizz himself takes that upon himself. Again, just, you know, something that you touched on about that Ahri Xerath matchup. You know, the Xerath misses his stun and Ahri lands her charm. It's game over. But again, if he chunks her down enough, he's got the ghost instead of, you know, potentially ignite. So she's got the ignite. So I mean, if he gets caught out, it'll be a relatively easy gank potential for Nidalee. She's got that mobility. She's got the spear, which has a lot of range. So
yeah, we're seeing 2 really heavy AP assassin style junglers. I guess Nidalee not normally considered an assassin, but when you think about the amount of damage she pumps out so quickly, that's really what she's going for there. Getting as much as possible. You're just going to notice she's there before you can really do anything about it. Wait. Not notice she's there before it's too late for you to do anything about it. There we go, Darko. Back to English class.
Indeed. So they're definitely going to want that Xerath to be able to roam into the bottom lane once he has his ultimate and be able to help out with any long range assist or just securing any kills. That Ahri is going to want to be able to roam into the top lane and the bottom lane herself, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. This bottom lane probably have a lot of interesting things. I mean, with the Janna knockups and the disengage from her ultimate, but also the Sona has pretty great disengage or engage herself with her ultimate. I mean, could be a little risky for someone to flash ult, but I mean, Graves can follow up with his dash, smoke screen, you know, and then ult plus his not the barrel shot, the buster shot. Buster shot?
Oh, Graves.
Yeah, Graves, buster shot.
Break out the buckshot.
Buckshot.
Yeah, throwing out that
And then
shoddy
collateral collateral damage?
So that could be his ultimate, yes. Indeed, my actual knowledge of the skill names and kits not complete, nor I mean, I suppose somebody has memorized every champion, every ability, and exactly what they do, but I'm
Lucian
not. Lucian
also has great range and comeback potential with his culling. Has a dash of his own, of course, and a speed up and great mobility potential. So we got 2 highly mobile ADCs here, as well as great supports able to both poke and give sustain. So Janna's got her shield, Sona her heal, and her speed up. Janna, of course, with the knockups. Oh, Vexius.
Purple side reporting that we may have a Smurf playing on the blue side, which we are aware he may be a Smurf, but we need to give them the benefit of the doubt until we see what happens here. If Summoner spells get reversed, if Summoner, I apologize, Masteries, which he did say he was setting up, get changed around, then it's it's more likely to be an account share or a Smurf than a valid account, which at the end of this match, of course, we will analyze and see if there's something we need to do about it, or if Vexius is a valid substitute for them. Again, guys, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt right now because this is not So Stock Gaming, and realistically, that's what we do. I mean, you're innocent until proven otherwise, and there's some circumstantial evidence there. We're aware of it, we're looking into it, but I'm not confident enough yet to say, yes, he's a Smurf. I'm not going to ban out somebody just on suspicions. Alright, enough of the negative Nelly from Dark Horse. I apologize, guys. We are into our lower screen here, seeing some high-level trims here. 3 Masters, mostly diamonds. Ooh, 1 untrimmed ribbon there, maybe having their trim removed, or a newer account just doing really well this season, making their way into Diamond on it.
Yeah, seeing some really cool skin, seeing that new DJ Sona Forecast Jana, also a pretty neato skin. Mafia Graves, Popstar Annie, Scorched Zerath, and Fisherman Fizz.
Alright, and we are into, I was going to say the lobby, but we're onto the rift. Get these guys into their proper places on the scoreboard. Throw Jenna in the jungle, Lucian as the top laner. No. Start this over. We've got Ribbon top lane, Nidalee jungle. Ari as the mid lane, Lucian and Jenna for the bottom lane of pair from Team Live Love Life, as well as Kennen top, Fizz the jungle, Seraph mid, and the Graves Sona bottom lane pair for Team The Champ Blue.
And they have hit the rift. You see the blue team and the red team spreading out here, making their way towards that river. And welcome to you all watching with us on Twitch chat. On Twitch, sorry. Again, feel free to let us know who you think will win.
What is this?
Or
when did Riot add the dragon buff count to the overlay? What am I seeing here? Alright, no longer looking at individual summoners to count these dragons. They've got it right on the screen, apparently. Alright, guys, and again, we are into this round 1 game. Live Love Life on the blue side with the Champ Blues. On the purple side, neither side will hamper anything aggressive here. At this early point in the game, both sides tend to pick up their own jungle camps.
yeah, not much happening out here. We saw the Graves of Sona were spotted out by a John Ward. But apart from that, looks like Fizz will be backing off to do his Krugs with Kennen. Nidalee, the Krugs with Janna and Lucian. Looks like Sona and Graves will be looking to pick off this Gromp for some early lane experience. Some early poke attempt from the Ahri, missing the Zerath, getting the first poke of the game. Krugs going down to the Fizz, picking up that passive. Sona, but of course Sona does have her heal, so it'll be fairly easy for her to regain that health.
Did Sona start heal though, as opposed to with her poke? Normally we see Sona starting with the poke, taking heal level 2 here. We'll see how she regens it, and she was down just below 200 health, and the health potion taking her back up fairly effectively though.
So early poke from the Zerath, hitting that level 2. That's his W.
The poke from Ahri not quite connecting there. When it does connect though, it chunks you down quite quickly, and Seraph landing his a second time in a row.
And Seraph very good at hitting those.
However, as we said,
W just grazing.
Does really hurt, so landing just 1 while the camera was off her. He's down to 300 health already.
Yep, indeed. So we see Nidalee already already at her blue. Fizz just finishing his wolf camp, so Nidalee perhaps with a little bit faster clear. Yeah, she's already finished her blue, and she is on her way to that top lane. Fizz only just on his blue now, so we'll see. We see the pings coming out, but some engage right here. Sona being taken very low. She flashes away. Lucian with the flash. He is able to pick up the first blood. Graves maybe in some trouble now. Lucian dashes away. I do not believe he was able to pick up the farm. Some nice poke from the Graves. Lucian shooting low. We see Graves going hard. He flashes towards Lucian and picks up the kill.
Fizz takes the turret. They're going to take a second one, force the flash away from that. Almost got the Janna for it, though she does survive. 1 for 1 overall in that exchange. Both, I think they both ADCs, but no, the support and AD carry going down on different sides. So blue side picking up Sona, purple side picking up the Lucian. I say that more or less goes in favor of Team Champ Blue there, especially with the Fizz picking up a little bit of additional experience, having the action into the top lane right now.
Riven with the flash engage cannon, desperately trying to avoid a competition here. We saw the Nidalee Spear does hit this time. They're looking to make something happen. We see the flash coming out from the cannon, but is it enough? No, it's not. Nidalee gets in, swipes, and then switches for an auto attack. We see Nidalee reveal herself just, I guess, picking up that last little bit of experience for that level 4 there from that middle lane. She starts a Raptor camp. We see the Fizz going for his second corrupt camp.
It's actually a pretty smart play by the middle lane.
1 for Live Love Life, and they are now up about 800 gold. So we see both Ahri and Xerath hitting level 5 just about the same time. We see the bot lane return. Nidalee is close. Fizz is rotating towards the top lane, so we'll see if there is any potential action there, but he was spotted out in that tri-bush by a ward, so he is backing off now. We see him place a pick in that ward. Riven is now under the tower. We see some pings from the red team.
Despite knowing Fizz was fairly close there, Fizz not being, or may have been aware, depending on the buffs he had from the jungle smite.
He dodges the charm. So
but
we see
he's over the mid
with the
well right
and
now.
the knockup, but not too much they can do there.
It's a really big roll from the Janna. I'm not quite sure, but it will let the Graves and Sona get the minions towards that bottom lane outer turret. Looks like Janna will return just in time here to the poor Lucian. The Lucian playing it fairly well, not taking too much pressure.
Indeed, we see Xerath now being chunked pretty low by the Ahri. She's looking for that, hitting that level 6 first, and we see Ahri does spot out that pink ward placed there by Fizz, and with a pink ward of her own. So we see some battle provision in we see some poke from the Graves on to Lucian, but Sona's not going to. We see an all in from Fizz onto the Ahri, but he is ignited upon. We see the Xerath with the ace ultimate shot, one shot on the Ahri, all he needed to finish her off.
Yeah, just like that, 6.5 minutes of the game, I'm gonna eat my words. Saying Xerath is gonna have trouble lining those ultimate Ahri. He just drops that one and it connects for the kill.
Graves landing some very nice poke onto the Janna here. And they're starting to get their first tower shots down. Hoping to chunk it down to about a quarter health now.
Indeed, Graves and Sona starting to take control of this bottom lane. We are seeing the Graves up about 10 farm over Lucian. They do have pressure here. And so that will be slightly relieved, but only momentarily. Graves quickly clears this wave back as Lucian going to be forced to back there.
Indeed, we see Graves already backing for a pickaxe. A pretty good first item. Absolutely going to be looking to build, of course, the Infinity Edge first. Both Graves and Lucian. We see Lucian picking up a pickaxe and an Avarice blade, so looking to get on the fast tracks to some extra gold income there with that. Some nice poke coming out from the Xerath onto the Ahri. Ahri responding to some poke of her own.
I'm not sure what the Avarice Blade pickup there on. In most situations, but he's about 10, now 20 farm down under Graves. It's going to set him behind a tiny bit in damage, a tiny bit potentially in sustain, but it will give him the ability to come back over time a little bit more effectively.
Yeah, we see now Graves has chunked that bottom turret down to below half health. Just about a third health left on that turret, maybe a little bit less. Yeah, this bottom lane's been great. How much we've seen Sona coming back since that new skin came out.
Yeah, the DJ Sona bringing the hype.
See Ari spotting that ward in the Tribush there with that Raptor buff. Smiting that Raptor buff, of course, gives you a sort of new Oracle's Elixir.
Yeah,
this ward that spots you out, it will pop. It doesn't actually show you the ward immediately once you've seen it. The radius doesn't encompass the actual vision radius of the ward, so sometimes you have to look around for it. It's not quite always obvious or in your path.
Interesting. You think that once you spot it out, you'd know where it is. It's just an indicator saying, hey, something's looking at you.
Yeah, indeed. Lucian trying to pick up whatever farm he can from a distance.
The deal on the
Picks up two right there, but
it's not going to be very mana effective for him if he has to continue doing this.
No, indeed. But Graves, of course, is barely mana hungry himself. We see Sona was engaged upon hard. She flashes away from the culling. The last
is
few
going to be
hits
enough
to
there.
hit her. Graves is in trouble now. He tries to pick up a final kill onto the Janna, but he flashes away, and that's a double kill for the Lucian.
Graves thought he had Janna there, but just a little bit too much health regen, a little bit too much heal coming through from Janna, a tiny bit too much damage potentially coming out from Lucian there as well. Great play by the blue side bottom pair. Also, we're going to have Dragon engagement here in Italy, as well as Ari running down there. Janna going to try to help, but things better up at Recon. With only 100 health from the river. Fizz roaming here might pick up the kill Alden and might get the Dragon Spear.
See, Xerath is now roaming. The ultimate comes in, he's looking for the Janna, but he can't finish it off. Fizz has gone deep into the field, he does pick her off, but at the cost of his roaming. Don't know if that was entirely worth it.
Looks like they did not pick up the dragon. That went over to the Lucian.
Indeed, nearly succeeded smiting down that dragon. At least nearly picked up the last hit on it, to say the least. Visiting would have been looking for that dragon, but failing that, realized he was a little bit too deep. Picked up the Janna at least for his life. Xerath not quite succeeding there. Not nearly as much success with this second ultimate we see coming up from as he had with his first, playing the first hit onto Ari for the kill. Using 3 this time and not able to connect with Janna.
Just not having the vision needed, I would imagine. The team doing a good job. There's only a ward in that Tribush down below the Dragon Pit, but not anything in the river where Janna was and roamed from. So, Sona and Graves back in lane now. Graves with a BF sword, but Lucian also with a BF sword. But Graves, look at that, 91 to 68. He's about 23 farm ahead of the Lucian. So we'll see how that affects, but neither of them have boots yet. But with those dashes not really entirely needed, Graves has the slow and Lucian has that speed up. So we see the Riven engaging onto the cannon. Riven
I can get the lockdown onto it.
Staying a level ahead of this cannon all the time.
Or more
We
action.
see a nice
great
Sona
Harding
ultimate
is
and
in there.
the Graves.
Harding comes through. Gonna not be quite up time. Janna will go down here. This is what Bullseye did not quite succeed the last time. I thought poking Janna might have been a mistake there, but Graves and Sona seem to have this under control. Fizz and Nilly both in the bottom lane.
Does pierce Graves for an errant step. We see Ari engaging hard. The charm lands. She hits the ignite. Xerath is in trouble. The flash away, but Ari just flashes right off back to finish him off. That Xerath stun going in the opposite direction of where Ari ended up being. Catching. Oh, they want to Ketty going hard onto the river. She has jumped so low, but the shield comes out. Her ultimate missing. Kennen going hard. The minion hits. Kennen flashing for the Q. He gets her.
Indeed, looked like Kennen had it under control. Riven tried to turn it back around, almost got out with her life there.
Fizz trying what he can, but takes it at least right to the face. Jeez. I don't know if there is echo. Push out, please let us know. Graves landing the smoke screen onto the Lucian, but he is being chucked down pretty low despite, only that Avarice blade being the difference between that buckshot landing Sona with the heals. Graves with that behind the turret. Ward, pretty good right now, as they're both around half health and could be
Sona is spotted out by that Lucian ward. Gets Ward of her own out there, but that ward's going to be taken down really quickly by the Janna Lucian pair. And again, guys, I just did a little bit of a voice check on us. I know we sound. I feel like
in that bush, looking to make something happen. The culling comes out and the knockup, but Sona with the heals and Graves with the attack. Is there enough damage? No, he will be safe. We see Lily coming out. She flashes with the spear, but the auto attack is enough. We see Sona flashing. The double kill will be secured with another spear from the Nidalee. We see Lucian and Janna here going hard onto this turret. Will this be the first turret of the game? I can't quite see the health here. It's just about half health, but it looks like they have. Where's the Indian Blade? Ari being stunned out into the Fizz.
Oh, the Fizz not able to connect.
Initiating hard onto the Xerath. Fizz trying to make something happen. He will dash out. Xerath just getting his farm here. He does get the W with the slow, but Fizz backs off. Kennen just exerting a little bit of poke here onto the river. We see a first turret of the game going down in this bot lane.
Going to be followed by a really quick second turret potentially. We have 3 members of Live, Love, Alive into the mid lane here, while Ruben still in that top lane contesting against the Kennen. And they will succeed taking that mid lane outer turret for a 2-0 turret score here. We're seeing Blue Side pick up a 5,000 gold lead by the 15-minute mark right now.
Indeed, very impressive. And a 2-turret advantage. Dragon is up in about 50 seconds. We see Nidalee is 4-0. Lots of damage coming here from the Lucian onto the Graves. Those double auto attacks. Lucian now with an Infinity Edge. Graves as well. Graves with Infinity Edge boots. We see Kennen is in some trouble now. Nidalee spear does land. We see Riven with the flashing gauge, and Nidalee will secure the kill. We saw the Riven ult coming in. That thing does massive. Lucian, the culling coming out. He does pick up some critical hits on that double hit. Graves dashes away to safety. That is 3 turrets to 0 for the blue team. They are going to be pushing down, but Xerath is here at this top turret. Fizz lingering in the jungle. Am I supposed to be able to hear myself through your mic?
Probably not. That's likely what's causing a little bit of the extra, whatever you want to call the roboticness coming through. Because at least Brick's mic quality should be fairly high. I'm gonna get my my Skype settings here adjusted a tiny bit. Guys, apologize. Now we've been as
Riven picking up some farm here, but the blue team will set up to try to set up an ambush for any red team attempts at getting their first dragon. See blue team taking out this blue buff. Ari already has the blue buff, but it looks like she is getting that again for herself. Ari blue buff all game long. And it looks like a second dragon will not be stolen by Xerath. The ult coming out, just landing 1 hit on, and
yeah, looked like he was gonna try and steal that dragon, but not quite able to manage it. Also, that red buff going down into the middle here. It looks like Kennen though gonna do his best to secure this first turret of Gaming Brick. Have you stopped hearing yourself in your headphones?
Well, I believe so. Yes, indeed.
Alright, I have to adjust my volume down about, I don't know, 25.
I can still hear you though, sir.
So it sounds like Brick is going to be a Twitch
We
chat.
see the Fizz flashing and with the place full of Trickster in his attempts to get away. Ari does with the flash. Charm ignite. Nidalee with the spear to secure the kill. Fizz goes down.
Oh, Kennen could get caught out here.
Yes, indeed.
You're not quite able to connect.
This is 3-man engage. He tries to make something happen. This is actually 4 with Riven. The spear. Nidalee will secure the kill. Nidalee now 7-0. Quite huge. Has just had her Seraph's Embrace upgrade. I believe that is that item.
Where are we? Oh yeah, the Seraph.
Seraph's Embrace, indeed. It's the upgraded version of
That is the
Archangel stuff.
Yes, it starts with here. That's all I could ever remember,
Yep.
really.
The other, of course, options being the Muramune, Manamune.
Okay, we're gonna have 3 members from Team Champloo, and they're fighting 2 members from Live Love Life. Is also looking to make his way into the mid lane, but blue side responds, taking that top lane inner turret. We're now 4 turrets to 2.
Yep. Doing a great job, but Team Champloo has, of course, responded with 2 turrets of their own now, which is good. That middle and top. The bottom lane, of course, we're seeing some pretty much domination with that jungle presence. Italy, 7-0, 84 farm, up, 33 farm over the Fizz. We see them going hard onto this middle inner turret. Kennen being initiated hard on, but Kennen, of course, doing some major damage of his own. But
and trying to secure this kill.
hitting the flash over the wall. And it will get to St. Cleeve. We see Sona taking a spear, but Nidalee, of course, backing out there as there are 4 members of Team Champloo right there in that middle lane, ready to engage. They have a ward there in that bush. Force of Vision, we see Riven taking out some farm in the top lane, getting that pushing there. We see Lucian rotating to the bottom lane to get that pushing as well. Baron is up in 15 seconds. I don't know if they're going to want to do a 20-minute Baron. Of course, maybe just, pretend to start it, get some recalls, get some items, pretend to start Baron, draw a team fight, get an ace, and then work on those inhibitor turrets.
Indeed, picking up 2 or 3 kills really could quickly result in that first inhib turret going down for Live Love Life here. Of course, if Team Champloo can do the same, they're going to quickly be able to take down these inner turrets, or maybe that bottom lane outer turret, since it still is on the map. It's going to be the easiest one for them to try and focus on.
Yep, some vision, some wards being spotted out there by that Raptor Buff on the Nidalee. We see them pushing on this bottom inner turret. Would be their 3rd inner turret of the game, and 6th turret. Doing a pretty good job of having an even amount of lane pressure here. Kennen and Riven up in this top lane. Nidalee Spear missing. See Ahri coming out for some extra pressure. We see they starting to get some damage down on this turret, but Team Champloo doing a great job of clearing out those minion waves under their own turret. Was that a flash?
I apologize, I looked away from it. Not quite sure.
I did not hear someone flash.
Oh yeah, you've got in-game sound, Mr. Headphones. I should have put us back on to the speaker so we can both hear in-game sound. It's a little bit
Ahri going hard. Fizz with the Trickster getting away. Lucian now getting those final hits. The culling comes out. Sona being caught out.
Oh, Kennen tries to go ham there.
With the ultimate picking off Ahri, but it does actually go down to Kennen. We see Nidalee with the kill. The spear missing the Graves, but the Riven teleport in to finish off Kennen.
Alright, there's those 3 kills. We see a 4th go through as well. This is going to be the first inhibitor turret going down.
Graves with the shutdown onto Lucian.
With Broken Wings out over that base wall from the close side. They will take down the inhibitor, possibly the inhibitor as well. Sona back on the map, but we have that 22-minute surrender going through. Alright guys, so that was round 1. We had Team Live Love Life defeat Team the Champloos. Oh no, server, what are you doing? Alright. Alright guys, we're just looking to see if we can get Team the Champloos online. It looks like Rin, one of their team members, has logged off. No, I apologize. Pop in the screen over so you guys can see things instead of being a black screen here. Alright, I apologize for my silence, guys, and I'm going to take that chat down off of the client there. Alright, again, I am gonna stop wasting my own time there. Guys, I do apologize. There's gonna be an animation coming to the stream here. It was Team Live Love Life technically advancing or winning that round 1 game, but we had their challenger tier summoner log off just before their substitute, who they late registered, logged in. Then he played a summoner or a champion he's never played before on the account that is mained by the challenger account, with the same mastery sets and reversed summoner spells. No matter what somebody says to me, when I've had the time to actually look into it and that happens, I can't let it go through. I mean, yes, reverse summoner spells happen. Yes, changing your mastery happen. Yes, changing the champion you play happen. But all 3 at once and then winning like that when you have potentially no clue what you're supposed to be doing? Not on my watch. Alright, so our round 2 match is going to be Champlu versus Red Dragon. Just looking for my invite into that game. I believe that's my invite into round 2 here. Move myself down to the Spectre. Yes, these are the correct summoners, so we're good to go. Team the Champ Blue playing from the blue side of this matchup versus Red Dragons playing from the purple side. We've not yet seen Red Dragon, but they defeated Team Finding Summoner's Rift in round 1 of play. They're now playing again against Team the Champ Blue, who we did see in round 1. Technically, they lost their game, but our admin team agrees. Unfortunately, Team Live Love Live did feel an invalid account into that matchup, did so intentionally, and unfortunately that cannot be allowed. So we are advancing Team the Champ Blue, and they have them facing off against Red Dragon, and that's going to be the last I say about that issue tonight.
Yes, boss.
Have Reddit respond later. Alright, guys. Back to Sing That Hand here again. The Champus versus Team Red Dragon. So we have both these teams trying to get their summoners into the lobby. And then we will be underway for round 2 of play. Yes, that's right. All right, again, guys, apologies for silence here. Just letting people inclined who aren't necessarily watching the stream know what's going on. That yes, though there is a loss showing in their matches, they did advance through that round of play. Again, just waiting for our 5th summoner from Team the Champloos to join us, and then we'll be potentially heading into champion selection. Also, looking down the bracket and refresh this here, make sure everything is up to date. Waiting on 2 more round 1 games to conclude. Looking like Oliver King and My Kneecap, both waiting on those games to finish for their round 2 opponents to become available. And also, with this being round 2 in only a 4-round tournament, the winners of this matchup advance into the semifinals this evening, where they are going to be guaranteed some sort of prizing, be it 3200 RP and a Rise skin for their final 5 participating summons, or 800 RP for their final 5, be they 1st or 4th place in tonight's event. Of course, that is assuming they actually play out those matches. You can't forfeit your semifinals game and try to claim the 4th place prize. It just doesn't quite work, but you do need to play your game through. Alright, looks like we have guys swapping teams. Everybody's on the right side. Also, some sapling synergy coming out there from the Pearl team.
So again, we have Team the Champloos on the blue side and Team Red Dragons on the red side. As soon as those readies come out, we'll be heading into Champion Select. Picks and bands, where games are won and lost, but also the Rift. Everywhere, life is a battle.
Indeed, guys, just waiting for our champion selection to begin. We do have an extra summoner into the lobby here. The summoner Team Red Dragons into a spectator slot. Potentially Red Dragons with a coach manager, or maybe somebody looking to video cast the game, doing the highlight reels for them. Would love to see highlight reels from teams playing in not-so-stock gaming tournaments.
Absolutely.
But only 1 or 2. I don't remember which teams it was. I think we had Irreversible Impact and Team Synergy Gaming were the 2 we had, with pretty cool replays coming through that they sent us, I think, to our Facebook page, actually. That was pretty awesome of them to do for us.
Yes, indeed.
Alright,
Give it a look-see if you got time.
Yes, we'll see if we can find those links for Twitch chat, potentially. But again, guys, with us heading into round 2, our caster is going to take a quick break while we go through champion selection. But as we get into low 3 and onto the Rift, we shall be returning for everybody.
to Summoner's Rift. "30 seconds until minions spawn." Minions have spawned. turret has been destroyed. Red team double kill. team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
So congratulations to Team Red Dragon for that win there. As you saw, a very exciting finish. I believe a Rumble teleport to the Nexus, trying to finish it off there, but the inhibitor respawn. Then we saw that engage by the Lee Sin, almost finishing Rumble off, but a very clutch Zhonya's at the end by the Rumble, saving his life. Morgana picking up the kill. They got the inhibitor and then finished off the Nexus. So good game to Team Red Dragon. You advance to the next round. Great stuff. Sorry for that almost entirely silent round. We're just taking a break there, giving you guys a break. Hopefully you enjoyed and were able to follow along on your own without the play-by-play. Although we did see that final Ezreal ult did pick off that Vi by a very strong jungler. A little bit surprising that she did slip through, going 4-4 and 18. Very strong. It's really great to see a Vi actually utilizing her extremely high damage and gank potential to actually give kills over to her teammates. You know, but of course, Vi loving to pick up a few kills of her own. Never a bad thing. See Graves and Rumble, as well as Vel'Koz going huge. You know, Vel'Koz 11-6 and 16, Graves 11-3 and 13, and Rumble 13-3 and 11. Very good scores, very high KDA. Look at their farm, 246, 324, 265. Also very high. You know, good farm coming out from the other team. Actually, you know, pretty high. No, yeah, you do see the difference there. You know, that Annie 210 and 2, 9.4k. Not doing, maybe as well as we've seen other Annie supports perform in the past. So we just have two other games wrapping up. In the other side, we have the team Oliver King versus Team Chat Town Scrubs, and the My Kneecaps versus Meta Is Hard. I believe that we have seen Meta Is Hard before. That's a name I have.
Indeed, coming into the quarterfinals there, the only two team names I personally recognize are Reddit team 1-40, who looks like they were defeated in the quarterfinals by Team Secret Squad, as well as, of course, Meta Is Hard, a team name. I don't recall how long they've been playing, but it's a name that I recognize. They have been in not-so-stock gaming events before. Our other six quarterfinalists, potentially all new to not-so-stock gaming's semi-pro tournaments. But we do have two semi-finalists qualified, and they're actually in the same bracket, and that is the bracket that we're following currently, or not the bracket, but the side of the bracket, I suppose I should say. So our semi-finals matchup will be Team Secret Squad versus Red Dragons. But the lobby is full. And again, guys, we do have two quarterfinal games still underway. As the break was going over, we have Oliver King, the tag on our show, facing off against Chat Town Scrubs. Still waiting on the results from that matchup, as well as My Kneecap versus Team Meta Is Hard. And again, guys, those are two more quarterfinal games. We have two semifinalists currently qualified. We're sitting in that lobby. Just looking for one more. No, we have all 10. The summoners currently sitting in this lobby, just having one of them in spec slow, so we can actually get ourselves in here and stream this game. And as I believe Brig mentioned while I was still coming back here, we have returned for the evening. Had a little bit of a break there for ourselves. Had a couple things we had to do. Anybody not aware, this is Dark Corps. I'm joined by Brick Fans tonight.
Good evening.
I actually got a puppy about 6-8 weeks ago at this point, and I've not really been able to shoutcast all that much, but Brick is here with me this evening. My partner is watching our puppy, but we just had to take over that for a short while there, so things could be done around the house. But back to tournament time for us, and I hope you guys still enjoyed that silent matchup. But again, we are here for round 3, these semi-finals of playing. Hopefully our voice quality, our audio quality is doing alright for everybody. I see Brick's mic picking me up a tiny bit there, but I think we got most of that sorted out. I know my mic that I'm using isn't really the greatest. Gave him the good one because I got it last week. But again, guys, 10 summoners into this lobby semi-finals matchup of Not So Stock Gaming's semi-pro tournament for this March 14th of 2015. Again, guys, the teams here are Secret Squad on the blue side with the Red Dragons playing from the purple side. Kind of appropriate that the Red Dragons would have the red side for this matchup.
Indeed, they also had it.
Actually, yeah, they've had it the entire tournament so far, but if they make their way into the finals here, they will be playing on the blue side. For the first time tonight, though, as we get to that match, it might be appropriate for admins to decide that they should switch sides before we end up actually into Champion Select, but, and of course, it's just some tertiary conversation of, humoring myself a little bit there. Again, guys, getting into Champions League here, looks like both teams are ready to go at half a second till we enter, and then random spam will get to 0 eventually. Go, 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 go. And there it is. Alright, so just hearing our audio in the background, it sounds like I'm using a very, very interesting laptop microphone. Hopefully, as long as actually my laptop mic can pick up the microphone I'm using is actually working appropriately. I believe it is, as my laptop mic sounds much, much worse than the one you're hearing currently, I believe. But again, guys, we are into Champion Selection here, just waiting for that first ban for us to see everybody loading in. And again, we have Aurelia as the first ban of the evening, or the match, I should say. Gonna be followed up really quickly by a LeBlanc ban. Don't think we've really seen LeBlanc this evening, have we?
No, I don't think so. No, we saw the Ari and the Jungle Fizz.
Yes, the Jungle Fizz. Also a Janna ban coming through. The Janna's a really, really high tier support pick. We see her banned out a lot at this level of play, but down in the gold and below tiers, we see her picked up more frequently than banned out. Potentially those players not realizing how much of a game changer she can be. Followed up by that Kalista ban, one of the newest Champions League, I believe, only followed by Bard at this point in time.
Team Vi is the final ban for the blue side.
Of course, Vi, a very strong jungler. Even with Lee Sin, Jarmfloor, and Pantheon really taking the spotlight, Vi is a great pick in the current meta.
Indeed, we see the Sejuani, also a very strong pick, is the final ban for Team Red Dragon. See Graves hovered. Will he be locked in? A very strong ADC. I believe we saw him on Team Red Dragon on the winning side for the last game. So potentially a wanting to take that away from them, make sure that they don't have that as an option.
Indeed, about 30 seconds waiting for this champion to be selected. Not quite sure why you'd wait the entire time period if he's playing locked in, potentially waiting for teammates to really finalize what they're going through here. Maybe looking up their opponents while they're, in champion selection, currently trying to make sure they get the right picks, take the right champions away from everybody, and really get on something they're comfortable with for this matchup, as it is a semi-finals matchup. Though both teams have been guaranteed some form of prizing tonight, the difference between the first and fourth place prizing is quite large, so these guys are really going to be trying for that first place slot. The Graves does get locked in, and Rek'Sai really quickly locked in here as well.
Indeed, Rek'Sai is a very strong jungler, able to maintain super amounts of map pressure with her ultimate. Also, very mobile, and with those tunnels, able to make quick escapes or ins and outs, and with good knockup. So potentially we might see some synergy there.
Indeed,
I
that
haven't seen it
Rek'Sai
Yasuo yet tonight.
appropriately named. Looking for solo Drax to lock in a champion here. I believe that is the support for Team Red Dragon. We'll see if they pick up a support champion for themselves, or potentially lock something else in for their team. Looking like an AD carry pick I'm going to go through here. Bit of a Lulu hover by Bofu. Oh, followed up by Mofu. What am I looking at here?
Well, we
the
saw
Lulu
Blitzcrank
go-
for the first hover, so looking for a support here with that exhaust. Could be Annie, could be looking to show us exactly the potential that Annie has here.
Yeah, we saw Red Dragon do pretty well in that last round of play against an Annie support. So picking Annie support in this game, unless it's something they're really comfortable on, might be a mistake, as we know they're really capable of working against the Annie. We saw that last Annie go 2-10-2, I believe. Though it was a Platinum Annie against the mainly Diamond Masters rosters that we're seeing tonight.
Indeed, we also see the Nautilus lock in. Not a jungler you see often. That Nautilus, we see the Vel'Koz hovered on the other side. Vel'Koz very strong. We could see a Victor. Victor has been played a lot lately. His Q packs, punches, does lots of damage.
And Bongiorno not quite sure which laser he wants to be firing here. We'll see if the Lux hover comes out as well.
See the Morgana switch to Dark. That's your favorite.
Indeed,
Reviver.
Great support as well. Not necessarily as game-changing as something like Janna or Nami can be, and even Thresh as well, potentially a bit better. But Morgana, as an AP support, one of my personal favorites, and still a top-tier support pick.
Definitely, we see the Vel'Koz and the Morgana are locked in over to the blue side for their final 2 picks. So they're going to be looking for their top and mid laners here. So they know that the mid laner is going against the Vel'Koz, but they are blind pick. They are, first picking their top laner, so they are open to counter picks here. We saw them ban an Irelia, so we could see a Gnar, we could see a Maokai, we could potentially see a Scion.
That could be a
Blitzcrank
top hover,
mid.
or we could see Annie going mid.
Blitzcrank mid, or an Annie. Yes, absolutely. That could be an Annie mid. Blitzcrank support.
Look to see what TF is this. Chooses to lock in here. We have
I believe Annie can do well against
So we
Vel'Koz.
have Seraph being hover right now. I'm not quite sure what they're going for. I've seen Blitz played top quite success in the past. I've done it myself, but not at this level of play. So we
Indeed,
will
that could be a very interestingly. Its Blitz is taken to the top.
now just on Dota Elite Star to pick up the last champion for Team Red Dragon. Again, guys, our semifinals matchup for this stream, and we may actually get 2 of them, the way it seems like those quarterfinals matches are dragging on, at least for one of them. We do have My Kneecap emerging victorious over Meta is Hard. We on one last quarterfinal game to conclude. But again, the semifinals match we are currently in is Secret Squad on the blue side with Red Dragon. On the purple side, and Annalise, no. I don't know where my brain went there. Lissandra.
Lissandra.
I don't know.
Indeed. Looks like that will probably be their pick. Lissandra very strong in the top lane. Always has mobility with her Q.
That's a very heavy AP team comes to being locked in here by Red Dragons. A little bit better balance potentially from the blue side. We'll see how the 2 tanks potentially there on blue side compare.
Oh, this is AP. Blitzcrank is AP. So these are all. So the red side with Rek'Sai and Lucian
The
technically.
Morgana and the Lissandra will. I mean, you are correct that Blitzcrank does tend to focus AP, but he is capable of building AP well. Nautilus, in the same situation, we're going to be probably focusing
AD support
on
Blitzcrank.
No. Okay, yeah, being support Blitzcrank, we're going to see him focusing utility and tank more than likely. Same thing from the Nautilus. I mean, we'll see what they choose for their damaging items here. It looks like it will actually be so raw in the top with Annie for the mid laner from blue team here. And again, guys, that is Secret Squad on the blue side. Finalizing that Blitzcrank as support. No, nothing crazy really coming out here. Though Seraph not your standard top lane meta pick. He is going to be against Lissandra in the top lane, so a fairly standard champion matchup at the very least. They were both capable mid laners as well. Mid lane matchup. No.
Is that
So
a last second
around.
switch to Annie?
That will be Annie with the teleport. I believe we've misspoken. Annie into the top lane against Lissandra, and Seraph sticking it out in the mid lane here this evening.
That last second switch. Oh my goodness.
trolling us with those
Crafty stuff.
summoner spells.
Crafty stuff. So with that switch, we will be having Annie in the top lane, Nautilus in the jungle, Xerath in the mid lane, Graves ADC, and Blitzcrank on support for the blue team, which is team... What is the blue team? Dark?
Blue team is Team the Secret Squad.
Secret Squad. And on the red side, we have the team Red Dragon. We have Dota Elite Star on Elise. I mean, Lysandra. Good grief, Dark. You put that in my head. I made a mistake too.
I think his name is
Lysandra in
Dota.
the top lane, Rek'Sai in the jungle, Vel'Koz in the mid lane, Lucian on ADC, and Morgana support. Again, let us know in the Twitch chat who you think's gonna win.
Indeed, Twitch
Show
chat.
love
Will it be
to your
our
favorite teams.
Team the Secret Squad, or will it be our purple team here for this semifinals matchup? Team Red Dragons emerging victorious, heading into that finals matchup. Let us know your predictions this evening. We'd love to see, your thoughts, opinions, and analysis on the matter. I don't know, Brick, what do you think? Let's give Twitch chat something to go from here. Looking down these team positions, two really, really strong teams coming out. I think late game, blue side will have an advantage, but purple side, if they can pick up an early lead, have all very capable champions, and will be able to, I won't say snowball, but get hyper carry out of control if they can do things correctly. So, in my mind, this one, at least as far as the champion selection pick and ban phase goes, is still fairly even.
We'll see how the Vel'Koz Xerath matchup goes up between the Ignite Heal combination. Of course, Vel'Koz being able to pop that during his ultimate to do massive amounts of damage, and of course his other abilities doing great amounts of poke. Xerath, of course, with the Poke Master himself, and of course the range of his ultimate is quite impressive. So he might be able to just pop his heal back up behind his tower and snipe Vel'Koz from a distance. We're going to see Annie, though, usually likes to be able to flash Tibbers Ignite engage for like massive amounts of burst damage, but she has to teleport, so she, we're going to see if she's going to be able to utilize that to initiate any 4-man ganks potentially in the bottom lane. It'd be nice for Lucian.
Could be where a lot of
pick up some kills.
I think the bottom lane could be where a lot of the action happens here tonight. I mean, we have Morgana versus Blitzcrank as supports. We have Graves versus Lucian as ADCs. Both of the ADCs, fairly similar kits, but Graves with a little bit better burst. And of course, with Blitzcrank supporting him, if he can land those grabs, if he can land those knockups, it's going to really be great for Blue Team. But Morgana does have the Black Shield. So if she can time those correctly, that could be a huge asset to her team as well.
Absolutely, those Black Shields are great, avoiding those knockups, avoiding that CC, avoiding, Lucian does a lot of, magic damage, which is with his abilities, so the Black Shield is very effective, in avoiding.
Very true. We see a lot of Lucian.
Those...
A bit of AP opting for the Triforce, traditionally.
Those
kind of
Blitzpulse.
Israel.
See the Astro Nautilus, very cool skin.
He just looks so graceful bouncing around the rift. Like gravity just does not affect him. Everybody else making their way down here. Blitzcrank with the robot shuffle going on. And he kind of has the skip to synergize with Nautilus. They seem to know that life is good. And Xerath, of course, just floating along. He's gonna, I don't know, he's got that boss walk to him. Red team worn out into the river, but blue team does get spotted with their 4-man inhibitor. Graves being way behind the rest of his team. The grab onto the Morgana, though, she is going to go down here. That is, Black Shield at level 1.
First blood going over to the Xerath.
Does go over to that. Xerath, a great play for picking up 4 assists. No, 3 assists there. Graves not quite getting into range in time. Lysandra also up into the pixel bush by the Baron Pit. Right now, looking to guard that side of the goal. Rek'Sai also heads up in the upper half of his jungle. See, we'll be starting on his Krug camps here, potentially.
Indeed, we see some backs just to pick up, I guess, some extra pots. No, not yet. Nautilus has 3 potions. Since the update and the change to Hunter's Machete, you usually only are able to.
Serath grabs 2 various charms as well from that kill goal. Going to give him a huge managed regen advantage in the mid lane. Going to have a lot of sustainability against this Vel'Koz, but really not what Vel'Koz was looking for at all.
Definitely able to maintain lots of poke. Definitely what he wants here. You know, keep that farm going. The first poke actually going down to the Vel'Koz. Zerath missing his. He might have acquired his farm there. There we go. Avoiding that, definitely.
Morgana throwing her auto attack on to Mingqiu, begins to auto attack and Blitzcrank for that additional gold, proccing the spell thief's edge there. And he comes in onto Lissandra, a bit of poke being exchanged in both directions in the mid lane. A huge skirmish breaking out there. Serath, no, not Serath, but Vel'Koz. Down to half health. Annie also going to fail, going to come back in onto the Lissandra. Rek'Sai gets really low against that rebuff, so he will succeed taking that down, not suffering the humiliating defeat of a Jungle Dad.
See Annie trying to push very hard, getting that stun onto the Lissandra, hitting that level 2 right there. Some Vel'Koz poke landing onto the Zerath. Zerath responding in his own turn. They're both around below health. Zerath a little bit above half health.
Lands onto the Blitzcrank, but Lucian not able to juke back in there. Also, Rek'Sai, despite being fairly low after finishing off his red camp, goes for Raptors, ends up back at half health. Looks like he might be heading up into the top to try and contest against the Annie.
Zerath landing that displacement, popping the Ignite onto the Zerath. The Zerath flashes. Will Vel'Koz be able to get that last
one more auto
hit?
attack flash into turret range.
Ignition.
That will be an exchange of mid laners. Vel'Koz potentially misplaying that a tiny bit.
Lucian, there's the knockup. Nautilus comes in here. Annie's in trouble. She's got the stun.
Gank and the counter gank. Vel'Koz getting really low here.
Rek'Sai being taken super low. The flash comes out from Nautilus. He's looking for Rek'Sai in the bush. Rek'Sai looking out here. The hook lands. The red buff is slowing Rek'Sai,
and
but she
not quite
gets
able to get to the ring.
Landing the last little bit of poke, insult to injury. There we go. We see Graves pushing towards this turret.
Yeah, that was a huge skirmish in top lane. Really well played by both sides there. Both sides getting both champions down fairly low, but neither one really able to secure the kill. We do switch back over into the middle lane here. Looks like Blitzcrank going for a grab, does not throw it. The Dark Binding comes out, not quite able to connect though.
Yeah, Graves landing some bucks out. No, the grab just misses. The Black Shield coming out too late. We see the Dark Binding land, but Lucian with the poke onto Graves. Graves responding in turn. Lucian below half health, about a third health here. So very low, having to watch out. Looking to make something happen. Kind of misses that pull by a mile.
Morgana misses the flying zone. Could be out of mana in the bottom lane.
Yeah, Morgana with virtually no mana.
Yeah, Lucian's sitting down here with about 300 health. Morgana doesn't really have any kit available to save him. If Blitzcrank can land a grab, if Graves can land a buckshot, an auto attack's really all it's going to take.
Oh, we see the Dark Binding landing onto the Blitzcrank. Rek'Sai going hard onto the Graves with the knockup. Graves with the heal, trying to get out. Graves with, we see the teleport coming out from Annie. She gets knocked up. She is initiating Graves, getting poked down by the Lucian. Blitz trying to make something happen. We see Blitz with the pull. Graves with the buckshot, able to finish off Rek'Sai. That was a beautiful combo. Annie with the health, able to deter Morgana and Lucian just enough. We see Vel'Koz has roamed. Zerath is now able to free farm at will. So we'll see how that affects. Vel'Koz is actually just not able to return straight to lane, going around the wall there. We see the recalls coming out now. Annie's safely getting out 2 assists. So she's picked up double Doran's ring and some boots for some mobility, just to try to get back into lane. To Lissandra was able to farm there. See, Lissandra is up 3 farm, also with the same 2 Doran's rings and boots. Lucian is actually up 7 farm of the Graves. Graves is coming out with boots and a pick. So we see it, the initiate Vel'Koz to get really low, but Xerath picks him up.
Oh, Lysandra tries to come into the middle, but not quite in time there. And speaking of Lucian being up farm, that's actually a result of him and Morgana staying in the ball in after the Graves picked up the kill onto Vel'Koz, taking out a huge amount of farm. But while I'm battling on, Serath does go down to the Lysandra. A great play there by Seeker Squad. Nautilus could be in trouble with Vel'Koz and Lysandra.
Here, potentially. Yes, we do see
The double
Lysandra
kill
making up
for
a
the
double
Lysandra.
kill.
I apologize, that was a great play by Red Dragons. The Serath being on Team Seeker Squad there, going down. Red Dragons coming back into this match. They're now down only 1 kill. They've almost even at the gold, they're down about 400 gold here.
See, we got a flash and Dark Binding will lock down Blitzcrank. The shield comes out. Will Rek'Sai have enough damage to finish him off? It looks no. Blitzcrank has pulled Rek'Sai out of the turret. Will 1 hit, 2 hits. She is killed. Taken down and quite low. Lysandra ults herself, but she misses the poke and with. Oh, Lysandra does have enough damage to finish her off. Lysandra
Watch down there.
That gives you 20 to live out and also, I think 10% clear.
So looking back up at this scoreboard, not only have Team Red Dragon evened out that kill score, they've picked up a 300 gold to completely turning things around. And Serath could be in trouble again with Morgana and a Vel'Koz chunked down on him. They get the heal from Xerath, but they will not get that kill. And of course, Lucian and Graves are both in the bottom lane here. That's a good question.
Oh no, he didn't have it available.
Bit of poke from there from the Xerath. I mean, from the Vel'Koz, not quite able Xerath to connect on the Xerath. Does end up connecting the second shot there. Xerath trying to stay under the turret, trying to get rid of that minion wave. Catch up.
Liz getting down by Dark Binding. The pool comes out. She's landing major amounts of poke. The Xerath stun does not hit Vel'Koz. Flashes back over the culling. Comes out the Xerath ult, just not connecting. Vel'Koz is so low. Nautilus being chunked down. Rek'Sai finishes off the kill, landing the poke, able to sense where Xerath is, and with the stun, Lysandra with the disengage.
Yeah, also really strong play by the Rek'Sai Vel'Koz pair there. Vel'Koz solo, if Nautilus had managed to reconnect, he would have died. But Vel'Koz got a little bit of CC, Rek'Sai got a little bit more CC, and Nautilus went down there.
Indeed, if Xerath had connected with his ultimates.
Yes, and Mr.
Rek'Sai going into the blue jungle, stealing Nautilus' red buff now. We see Nautilus will notice that immediately. The dragon is up, but we see the red team, Red Dragon, has warded for it.
Even 10 minutes into this game, we've not seen...
Lysandra does not have her teleport available. Annie's teleport will be available before Lysandra's. Also, Lucian's ultimate is down. Graves has his ultimate available. So, the blue team is technically in a better position. We see Rek'Sai going out for the engage onto Xerath. They will take his flash, and the Vel'Koz ultimate will take him out.
Indeed, flashing down the laser, not the greatest choice since he wasn't quite able to get out of range there.
Indeed, Vel'Koz just able to do everything in a straight line.
Graves skillfully avoiding that Dark Binding as it comes in, but it was, I believe, off target. A tiny amount. Red side will set up for the first dragon in the game here. Will definitely be contested, though.
Yeah, definitely see the team going around here, trying to make something happen, but this is a 4 versus 3.
Dragon down to 1400 health here.
See the
Not
Black
taking
Shield
much
coming
more
out.
damage right now. They're going
The
to
Dragon is regenerating health. Back up to 2400 now. We see the Rek'Sai being pulled in by not only Blitzcrank, but Nautilus, but Graves takes down Rek'Sai. And, oh my goodness.
Vel'Koz picks up a
Xerath with the one-shot double kill. Blitz with the kill, the ultimate onto Lucian. And Lucci is now right here for this dragon. And he's coming out here. I believe we saw, oh my goodness, Lysandra with the teleport. Flash engage picks up a kill onto Blitzcrank. See Rek'Sai with the flash Q onto Graves. Rek'Sai will be taken down, but picks up a double kill. The kills are even at 10-10. Lissandra trying to escape away from the Xerath. Xerath's ult was used earlier. Picked up a double kill with it. Actually, Xerath now 5 and 3. Looking to build a Morella Namagon.
The Morella Nomicon.
And this looks to
better
be
proposed
the
name.
second turret. The first turret?
First turret for blue team goes down in the top lane.
Sorry, that's the Dragon Ball I was looking at. Sorry, the first turret of the game for Team Secret Squad. Again, if you want to show love for your favorite team that you are watching here tonight, you can hashtag, you can type hashtag SS win or hashtag RD win.
Indeed, Secret Squad or Red Dragon. We have blue or red emerging victorious here. Red Dragon responds by taking down that mid lane outer turret, evening out the turret score here. We can also try to get that bottom lane, but we're not quite successful.
Interrupted and taken down by the Nautilus. You see Lissandra ulting in, looking to chop it down, but the Morgana taken very low. They'll wash away from the Sarah.
That was actually Lissandra teleporting as
Down
well.
onto Nautilus, but Rek'Sai with the knockout
And Lissandra with follow damage will be enough to take down and respawn.
I mean, seeing this even kill score maintained.
Actually, right now, not much great. Sarah ultimately coming down, not enough.
Red Dragon's picking up the 12-11 kills. We're in the lead here as for kills for the first time in tonight's matchup. They're actually about 1,500 gold, even in turret, but down one dragon. Still a very close game, and still really early in the game. We've seen a lot of action already.
Yeah, indeed. Less than 15 minutes in, just 13 minutes in, we see Team Red Dragon up 2.4k already, up 2 turns, 2-1. They are looking to probably try to secure this, this next dragon. Unfortunately, they were taken out, just before the last one. Blue team was able to pick that up. Looks like a full minion wave for Vel'Koz to pick up underneath this turret. Might have missed that Canyon minion there. Not sure. And camera pans away. See the Rek'Sai ult coming out. She goes.
Blue team does something big rotation here into the top lane. Looks like they're actually going to fall off that after dropping the ward into the tower, knowing that Lissandra had backed off. I don't think Blue team was spotted out. But Lissandra's playing a little bit safe. They have 3 members of Red Team making their way into the mid lane. They have taken that first turret in the mid lane, so it looks like they're going to need to focus and pressure into the top unless they really want to extend onto these inner turrets.
The calling comes out from Lucian just to pick up that farm underneath the turret because Graves was pushing hard.
Oh, and speaking of turrets, looks like Lucian and Morgana have succeeded taking down that bottom lane outer turret, making it a super.
Yep. Oh my goodness. The Timbers goes out and the shutdown goes to Nautilus.
Rek'Sai tries to come back and make a little bit of vision there, but thinks better about coming in against the Nautilus, and who just destroyed the Lissandra.
Indeed, but with a lot of help from Annie. Annie now able to put out quite a bit of damage. We see skirmishes from the Graves on. Lucian comes out with a smoke screen, but then Graves backs off.
I think Graves potentially could have had that kill, but was a little bit too afraid of Lucian's turret, and no, they do have vision of the majority of Red Dragons, so Graves would have been in range to respond. Dark Brightens out, ooh, that does connect onto TF is this, onto the Serath. Serath goes down to the Vel'Koz out there, and Rek'Sai tries to engage on and gets the slow. So Morgana looking for another Dark Brightens, comes off with a cooldown, does not connect though.
Very good use of the Blitz. The knockup from Rek'Sai. Blitz will go down here to the Rek'Sai. We saw Vel'Koz just using his abilities all in magnificent succession after that Dark Binding landed. Rek'Sai clearing out this vision. Of course, it's better once you've popped your sweeping lens to clear out those already invisible wards and then, clear out that always big ward. This will be the 3rd turret and 2nd mid lane turret for Team Red Dragon.
Indeed, opting for that early inner turret. It's going to open up a little bit more map control for Red Dragons. But it's a little bit more dangerous to take that down than, of course, the top lane outer, which is still on the map for them. A strong play for Red Dragons. However, Blitzcrank gets the grab onto Rek'Sai. Looks like Rek'Sai might find his way out of this, despite being a 1 versus 5 right now.
No, Nautilus will catch her out, and Xerath picks up the shutdown. We saw any flashes there, I believe. Rek'Sai's flash, yes, is down. But Xerath's flash also down. Annie's flash down. But not during that fight. We see the stun onto the Vel'Koz and is taken down by Graves. Nothing Lucian can do there, and the blue team is actually in first position. Now starting their second drive. Rek'Sai also coming out, picking up there, looking, I guess, for this Annie. Annie will be initiated by the Rek'Sai, but no, nothing there. As blue team does pick up their second dragon, they are now about 3.7 thousand dollars. The culling coming out doing massive damage on the Blitzcrank. The shield comes out though to save his life. And he backs off. You see the recall coming out now. Rek'Sai spotting out this board. Lysandra picking up, this blue buff, stealing that away from Xerath will be very good for Team Red Dragon here. See Rek'Sai able to spot Nautilus out. Nautilus immediately locked up, but Morgana chunked down very low. We see Lucian doing major damage. The Xerath elf coming out, but not really seeing anything. We see Nautilus chunked down very low. Vel'Koz ultimate coming out here. We see Annie has slain Lucian. Graves now picking up a turret. Rek'Sai picking up a kill onto Nautilus, and I believe that was Vel'Koz picking up a kill onto Annie after Annie killed Lucian. So lots of stuff happening there, lots of action. Wish we had some instant replays for you, but at the end of the day, blue team is up 2 dragons to 0, with Team Red Dragon on the red side now up 16 kills to 15. But most notably is that 3.6 thousand gold differential they have, and they are up 4 turrets to 2 over Team Secret Squad.
Yeah, the game's been pretty close so far. Red Dragon has picked up a lead here in multiple lanes. However, despite them having that lead, Team Secret Squad does have
Vel'Koz being caught out by the Blitzcrank pulling Graves, getting that kill. Graves now with an Infinity Edge, looking to probably build towards a static shift, dagger, and the Rek'Sai initiating onto Nautilus. Nautilus pulling to get away, but still trapped. On this side of the wall, the Blitzcrank pull, forcing the Lucian flash immediately back to the wall. Lucian very, quick to flash and not getting caught out. Graves right there, able to do lots of burst damage. All they would have quick kill. So now we see the kills are even up 60 to 16. Getting farm differential, the Lysandra is up about 34 farm over the Annie. We see the Rek'Sai is up, 39 farm over the Nautilus, just because Nautilus, going tanky, actually building a skirmisher saber. The Xerath Vel'Koz actually even a farm with the Lucian up about 22 farm over the Graves. Blitzcrank, with that, Terragon's Brace or the Relic Shield, I don't know if he's upgraded yet, actually Blitzcrank opting to start building a tier, maybe looking for a Muramane or Archangel Staff, going for the Seraph's Brace. I'm not sure, if this game will last long enough for that to fully mature. We see the pull from Morgana, not able to Black Shield herself, but she does do that. They're avoiding, the Vel'Koz with the knockup onto. We see the Xerath with the ultimate onto Morgana. Very good. The Blitzcrank will be taken down as well by the Lysandra. We see the Nautilus backing up. Rek'Sai trying to engage hard onto the Xerath. So kill 17 to 17. Very even game going on here. Although Team Red Dragon is up 4K.
Indeed, still at 4,000 gold lead for Team Red Dragon. They are ahead by 2 turrets, but down by 2 dragons. This matchup at the 20-minute mark has been quite awesome so far. 17 to 17 for kills. Looking down the other parts of the score, we're looking at the farm numbers for everybody. Looks like Lucian does have a bit of an advantage over Graves, and Lissandra has done very well against Annie in the top lane. But aside from that, and a bit of divergence in the jungle as well, things are fairly even. So I guess aside from what I mentioned there, technically it's just the mid lane that's really even there. So that 3,000-4,000 gold difference, looking in from the Kukurik and
the Vel'Koz ult coming out, picking off the Blitzcrank. Nothing he could do there, just completely caught out. We see the Team Red Dragon just eager to give this red buff over to the Lucian. That's gonna be great. We see Graves, flitting around there. Nautilus will clear out that ward. Team Red Dragon punishing any mistakes now.
Dark Binding thrown blindly there, just looking to pick anybody out.
Blitz now has respawned and will be heading to rejoin his team. Dragon is up in a minute, so we'll see the red team trying to see the Rek'Sai ult coming out. She will be immediately CC'd, but has support of Lucian right behind. The culling comes out. Nautilus will be taken quite low, but Lucian is coming right in. We see the Rek'Sai, pulling in the Vel'Koz, but the Rek'Sai will be taken quite low. The Sandra able to pick up those kills. Nautilus not falling up. Vel'Koz with the final damage to pick up the kill. Team Red Dragon is barreling up this mid lane here, looking to take their first inhibitor turn.
Yeah, having just Rek'Sai and Lucian to start that fight against 4.5 members of Team Secret, seeing them do that well, doing that much damage to players before the rest of Team Secret is quite impressive.
With the Zera, that's a double kill over to Annie.
Indeed, Team Secret trying to even things back out here, picking up a number of kills. Dragon is now on to that. Looks like it's going to be contested, but with 3 members of Red Dragon not alive. This could be the 3rd Dragon going down. 2 teams. Secret and Blitzcrank also throwing that grab, but just not able to land him around. That may have been Black Shield, which may have just been out of range.
Yes, indeed, we see Rek'Sai able to just get that recall in. Not spotted out, but this will be a 3rd Dragon over to Team Secret Squad. Just able to, well, I guess maintain Dragon control, but they are down 3 turrets now. They only have 2 to Team Red Dragon's 5. So, Dragon, as everyone should know by now, Dragons no longer give global gold. We see pings probably for Baron warding from Team Red Dragon. I don't know if they will try to start this though. Is this a Baron start? This is a 24-minute Baron start from Team Red Dragon here.
Blitzcrank knows it's happening.
Blitzcrank has spotted it out, but it doesn't look like any members from Team Zera out coming out. But he does not do it. Rek'Sai does smite the Baron down properly. Zera ult just kind of doing that last little bit of tickle damage, chucking the Baron down. So we have that blue buff going over to Zera. 3 members of Team Secret Squad in the bottom. We see Graves rotating to the bottom lane now. He will be spotted out by a red team ward though. He backs off. 2 red team wards actually. Team Red Dragon.
Alright, Twitch chat, we do apologize, guys, getting a report that we have a bit of a technical difficulty here. Somehow, we're about a solid 30 seconds behind in audio to where our video is showing, which, to me at least, shouldn't be possible. We're going to take a bit of a look into this, but I guess until we get things sorted, in order to really avoid, making ourselves look a little bit weird and making you guys even more confused, unfortunately you will have to cover the action for yourselves for a bit, but we will do our very best to get things corrected for the finals. We again do apologize, guys. We've just been made aware of the audio issue. We will, as finishes, potentially drop the stream momentarily, try and get everything resynced back. I'm not sure if it's an issue with the computer, with OBS, potentially with Twitch itself here tonight. Again, we don't know what's going on there, but again, our voices are well behind the axe right now, which again, things should be synced up. I can't think of any way they really wouldn't be. So again, guys, enjoy the rest of the matchup, and we shall return as we end this game, head into our finals match, and we'll try to do our best to get everything fixed up for you.
team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's inhibitor coming soon. Red team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Alright guys, that was our semi-finals matchup. We actually have the blue team there. That is Team Secret Squad, emerging victorious. And do not fret folks, our tournament has not yet ended, but we are going to be rebooting the stream here. I'm going to be doing a quick reboot for my computer as well. Just going to confirm with Secret Squad that I will be getting an invite into that game. May already have an invite into this game. Just going to let them know, nope, lobby is full there. Senjutsu, which team are you on? My kneecap. Alright, that's a member of the purple team. Just gonna let them know we are going to be rebooting this machine. And then we'll be rebooting the stream as well. With that, of course, guys, we have some really, really bad audio